Let me bring in, though, someone who knows Chicago theater even.
It's a deep dish war.
Well, but from a different angle. Yeah, see, Vicky is an actress and a playwright.
Playwright, director, producer.
Director, producer. We have a critic and a very, very
is it Mary Shen?
It is Mary Shen.
I love Mary Shen Barnidge.
Mary Shen Barnidge was joining us momentarily, connecting to audio. So Eva, let me ask you while Mary logs on, what was your favorite show in person that you saw in New York this past when you went back to the theater?
Oh, that's easy. Company.
Oh, was it wonderful?
Company, drop the mic. You'll never see anything better than Company. As far as musicals, and the play that I've seen so far is Kimberly Akimbo. Oh my gosh. Victoria Clark and Stephen Boyer and Ali Marzuri. It was just so good. Okay. I love David Lindsay up there. But Company, oh my gosh, it was perfect.
Eva, what did you think about the reimagining of Company?
It was just so brilliantly directed. I mean, in every single scene, she put 35 somewhere. Even the time on the clock was 3:05. And this one character was wearing shorts. And at one point they were all in pajamas and he had pajama shorts on. I mean, and Katrina Link is just, I love her to pieces. She's my girl crush.
Oh, yeah, she's everybody's, I mean, you know.
And when you went, I'm just curious, how many people were in the audience?
Oh, it was full.
Yeah. Well, Patti LuPone is in it, so that's going to guarantee, you know.
No, of course.
And it's Sondheim, I mean.
No, that's right. I was just curious. They didn't make any arrangements for being socially distanced, nothing.
Oh, no. In fact, we're all very squished together. But we all have been vaccinated. We all have our masks on. Right. And they make sure of it. The ushers are constantly checking.
Yeah, the one time I went to the Lehman trilogy, the ushers were absolute Nazis about the menu, but your nose went over the mask. They're like, mask on, mask off. You know,
yeah. I mean, even if it slips, it's like, ah!
Yeah. Now, Mary, I know we're not going to see Mary. Mary didn't want to be visual, but Mary, are you there?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I am. I'd like to remind Eva that Katrina Link started out in Chicago.
Oh, you got to know her before me. I'm so jealous.
What did you see her in there, Mary? What did she do?
Okay. I think she was in the first. Okay. I'm losing the title. Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Oh, she was in Hedwig.
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
Sure. Hitchcock, I assume.
Vicky, you remember the one that played at the old movie theater on?
Yes, the one on Belmont.
And Belmont.
Right. On Broadway.
Broadway. That was her playing Hedwig's sidekick.
Oh my goodness! That was such a great production.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, since we're going so theater oriented, Adam, do you want to stick around, or do you need to be with your family, or how are you doing?
Everybody else is asleep. It's just me.
Oh, so stick around. Okay.
Stick around.
I'd love to.
Why not?
I'm happy.
So, Mary, you wanted to prepare something for us in terms of telling us about, in a very short period of time, about Chicago theater this past year, or whatever you wanted to share.
I already sent you a statement on it. Okay, when the theaters shut down. Okay, I reminded everybody that once upon a time, all the London playhouses had shut down for 18 years. Okay, and theater didn't die. So, so what are we complaining about a few months? And sure enough, the theaters, immediately rallied to it. We got streaming videos, we got audio plays. Okay, there is still a group that holds Zoom play readings every week. So so there was still theater to be found. Okay, you saw my reviews. I went out looking for theater that was going on online. Okay, well,
And I want to tell everybody that if you want to read some of what Mary has written about Chicago theater, first of all, you can go to the website that I administer, TotalTheater.com, TotalTheater.com. She also writes, of course, for Windy City Times. And what are one of the two of the other places that you
okay,
write?
theaterinchicago.com. I write feature stories for them.
Theaterinchicago.com. So Mary, give us, I'm going to let in one more guest, but give us a little bit more of what you wanted to share, Mary.
Okay, well, okay, okay, we went from the very beginning. Okay, is in August. Okay, there was a return to indoor theater. Okay, with audience, with everyone required to mask up and okay, and show proof of vaccination or a negative test. Okay, and that's the reason that okay, that we've had hardly any theaters have to close. Nobody gets sick.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, I suspect that all the closings that you're getting in your city is because the New York theaters are so big. Okay, they are big 19th century buildings. Okay, so every one is about 18 inches from the next person. Okay, and the dressing rooms are designed for packing people elbow to elbow.
Yeah.
So there's really no way to socially distance. And also New York attracts a wider range of audiences, and I think a lot of them didn't really believe that they would have to mask up and show proof of vaccination, and the theater doesn't really want to turn them away at the door. But here in Chicago, I have seen people turned away very politely at the box office and offered a chance to buy a ticket for another performance. Okay, but
Yeah.
but they're not coming in.
No, we've turned people away at the Greenhouse Theater Center who did not have the proof of vaccination.
And in New York too. No, they do turn them away because one of my co-hosts got turned away because she forgot to bring her vaccination card.
That's right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
The restaurant, I mean, the one or two times I went into the city, I tried to go get pizza, in a pizza place. I had to show my card. Went to the drama bookshop. They were like card and ID. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, for sure, So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, they are. And when I stood online to see the Lehman trilogy, it was like, on the line, there's people checking your ID. Now, speaking of IDs, I'm going to identify this other person who has joined us. His name, of course, is Richard Shore. He is, of course, the musical director for a show that I'm kind of involved in called Shalom Dammit, An Evening with Rabbi Saul Solomon, back when we did it at the Richmond Shepherd Theater years ago, and then we did it in Colorado, and then we did it in New York a few times, and we want to do it again. We put together a wonderful 4-minute promo of it that I've been saving, that because I was trying to get it.
You should show it now.
I should show it, like at the end of the program to show it, because it's pretty great. But there's no point in trying to attract money for it, because I'm not going to be doing anything for at least half a year. But Richard, how?
Why? Why aren't you doing anything for half a year?
Because I don't want to die, and my wife doesn't want to die.
Huh?
Simple as that.
I suppose if that's your outlook.
Yeah, well, Richard, you know me. Is my outlook positive? Am I ever optimistic about anything?
Well, this is why we get along so well.
There you go.
Hey, can I ask a question?
No, what?
Okay.
No,
Do you seriously think that you're going to die, or are you just being uber careful?
I am being uber careful, but I have a reason. Let me put it that way.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, that's ominous.
No,
I
Yeah.
cannot explain more, but there is a very significant reason. Yeah, we're getting firecrackers. Look at that.
God.
Oh no, that one was my fart, but the rest of them are firecrackers.
This
Do you?
How do I set this so I can see everybody?
On gallery.
You should be. I can see everybody.
gallery, Richard. He's on
I
his
don't
phone.
see anything that says gallery.
Oh, go up on the.
Way up in the top, where it says view, top right. Way at the top.
upper
Top right, it
You
says
can't see
leave.
me anyway.
So just
Top right, it says leave. Do you want me to leave? I haven't even said anything yet.
scrolling on your phone. Keep scrolling from left.
Where
to
it
right.
says view. Look for view.
This is,
Dave, have you heard? I was going to check with David Short. How is he doing?
Oh, there it is.
we were hoping he would find a few moments to be on the show with us. He did not. He is rested. We should mention David Short was hit by a car. I don't know if
Oh,
you know.
goodness.
I heard.
Was hit by a car about a week and a half, just before Christmas.
Is he
He was in the
home
hospital
or is
for
he still
2
in the
days.
hospital?
I'm sorry?
Is he home or still in the
No,
hospital?
no, he got home Christmas, either the day before Christmas or on Christmas morning. He was sent home.
Yeah.
But he's recuperating. He broke 6 ribs, so it was not fun.
Poor-
But he's okay. We were hoping he would find a few moments to join us today. He was not able to, but we certainly give a shout out to him. Obviously, our Richard, David Short is with us every week playing the Today Yesterday trivia game. Maybe he'll be with us next week. I don't know if he'll be quite up to it yet.
I'd love to come and play with you again. I had so much fun when we did it.
Well, Eva, are you, again, we do Saturday mornings. Is that a problem or is that not a problem? I forget.
No, I can skip temple. I don't mind.
There you go. I can skip temple.
Go to hell. Why not?
Dog doesn't like it.
If you're going to temple, you don't believe in hell.
Well, that's right. Exactly.
Now, Richard
Except when you
Short,
get down there, you're really surprised.
It's not like there's a kiddish to go to. I mean, I went for the food and the singing.
Geez, I never thought this existed, and now it does.
you go for the herring. That's what we go for, obviously. It's just
Oh,
like
yes, I love that herring.
I've got herring in the fridge. What do I need to go to hell for herring?
Is it the cream
I have
kind?
no herring, and I feel terrible.
Wait, sorry. No, I'm hard of herring. But anywho, Richard Short, you live in you're still in Colorado, right? You haven't moved.
Yeah, we have another hour and a half of this stinking 2021 left.
Oh, that's
Well,
right.
Richard, is your house on fire?
How are you in
were you
Colorado?
affected?
It's in terrible shape. What happened with the fire?
Well, that was about 20 miles south of me, about a half-hour drive. And we had some hurricane force winds, category 2. There was even a wind gust recorded at 115 miles an hour.
My God.
And it blew down some power lines, and the power lines set fires. And one of them was in this, well, both of them were in a suburban area, but one of them just really spread and houses started to catch fire. Now they're saying well over 500 houses got burned down.
Now it's
Somehow or
snowing.
huh?
Now it's snowing.
A little bit, not so much where I am, but hopefully more down there. And somehow or other, nobody got killed.
Yeah,
Amazingly enough, I mean, like,
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
amazing.
so yeah, we've all got, as miserable as things have been, we have things to be thankful for, even like today.
Let's just hope 2022 is better.
It won't be, but we
Please.
can hope.
It has to be.
Well, first thing I have to do in 2022 is find a place to live.
What?
Well, don't
My
your family has, I mean, I don't want to get into stuff that people don't know, but don't you have a place in Massachusetts, or is that not a thing?
well, I'm in no place I'm going to live. I mean, I'm not going to move in with my sister.
People do crazy. I'm living with my mother.
No, I'm getting. They're selling my They're selling my townhouse, so I have to find some place to live. So I've been house shopping during Christmas. You can imagine the success I'm having.
Not to mention you're at the worst possible time in the real estate market to buy.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anybody need a roommate? Yeah. Eva, you have a nice little long 1-bedroom or is it 2-bed? You've got like almost a double apartment here.
Yeah, but Alfie's got the other apartment. I put him on a lease and he's not going anywhere. I'm stuck with him. He's not here right now.
Adam's not saying anything.
By the way, how is
Adam is listening to the repartee and just saying, I've got nothing to add here of any value, so I'll just listen.
Nor would you even in other circumstances, Adam.
Adam, that's fine. Dave doesn't either.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me explain.
Dave's gonna be spending time in the Untalented Hotel in London.
Oh,
Paris.
Mhm.
Like I
Oh,
said,
Paris, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Paris.
Okay, so by the way, Adam Glass is my cousin. Eva Heinemann
Oh.
is an old friend who who freely admits she became a theater critic thanks to me.
No. It's his fault. It's his fault. Blame him.
Vicky Quaggy, of course, co-creator of Late Night Catechism, and is also doing Christmas bingo up until January 2nd. So basically,
Yeah, and then we segue into Bible bingo.
Bible bingo. Ooh.
I do have a good joke if you want to hear it.
Oh, yes, I love jokes.
Okay, let me introduce and then we'll come back. So also Mary Shen Barnidge, who writes for TotalTheater.com,
Right.
theaterinchicago.com. Yes, she's just not visual. And Richard Shore, the musical director, and attached, as we say, to Shalom Damek, an evening with Rabbi Saul Solomon. Tell us your joke.
Okay, here's a joke. So this guy dies, and he goes to heaven, and he's standing in line at the pearly gates, and all of a sudden a bell rings, and confetti starts to fall, balloons are falling. It's just mayhem. Turns out he's the trazillionth soul in heaven. And St. Peter rushes up to him and says, "You have won. And what you've won is you get to ask and have answered any question, any mystery, anything you've ever wondered about. Think about it." The guy says, "Oh, I know already, but I want to ask the Virgin Mary." And Peter goes, "Oh, the Virgin Mary. Okay, I said anything." And he goes and gets the Virgin Mary, and she comes out, and she and the guy walk off. Mary says, "What's your question?" Guy says, "Okay, in every painting, in every mosaic, in every tapestry, in every photo, in every statue, anytime I've ever seen your beautiful face, you always look so sad. And I have to ask Mary, why always so sad?" And Mary looks around to make sure no one's listening. And she goes, "Well, the truth is, I always wanted a girl." Boom. Thank you and good night.
And it was clean. I can't believe it was clean. This is
That's how I end every one of my shows,
was
with that joke.
Vicky Quaggy, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear a little bit more from Mary. Tell us one more bit about Chicago Theater of the Year, if you can. Oh, Mary's still there?
Oh, yeah, okay,
Oh.
yeah, but okay, what did you want to know?
Well, anything else that you kind of prepared to talk about? Because I know usually on these New Year's things we spend like a half an hour together, but it's a whole different thing this year.
Okay.
So
I told Steve.
Okay, well, if Richard Shore is looking for a place to live, there's still an attic somewhere near Red Orchid where Michael Shannon once slept. So
and Michael Shannon, a well-known actor,
Yeah.
broken farm in Chicago.
yeah, okay,
It was Michael
all
Shannon
know
who was
Michael
in
Shannon
Chicago.
now, but what?
What?
I say Michael Shannon was in Chicago having a drink at a bar when he was receiving the Oscar. What was that, like 2-3 years ago, Mary?
Yeah.
Because he was in a show in Chicago at the time.
Yeah,
and,
he was in a show in Chicago.
Okay, yeah, he still comes back to the literally hole in the wall Red Orchid, okay, which is located in a little studio behind the curbside buildings. So you have to walk into the middle of down what used to be an alley, but now has a roof and a floor on it.
Right.
Into this little hole in the wall there. Okay, but yeah, Michael Shannon comes home from Hollywood and that vacuums the
out.
lobby.
Sorry.
And he hangs out. Michael Shannon hangs out in Chicago. You can catch him in Old Town. You can see him at bars.
Well, it's like Alec Baldwin in East Hampton without the killing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ow.
And people think that guy looks just like Michael Shannon. It is Michael Shannon.
Okay, but in his very early days, okay, and I recall seeing Michael Shannon in a play when he was 17 years old.
Wow.
Okay, Vicky, you might remember it was Dexter's little studio up in Evanston. Okay, before Killer Joe premiered there, but okay, but Tracy Letts and Shannon and a couple of others were in it, and afterwards, okay, I ran backstage, grabbed Dexter Bullard by the lapels, and said, "Where did you find him?"
I remember you raving about Michael Shannon's performances long before he was
Right.
on TV, long before, I mean, Mary was like one of the early champions
Yeah.
of him. And we're a champion of Mary Shen Barnidge. Mary, you can, again, read her, theaterinchicago.com, TotalTheater.com, Windy City Times. Mary, want to thank you so much for being with us on this new year. Wishing you happiness, wishing you good health in 2022, and I hope to see.
And Happy New Year to you. You are going to get so much snow next week.
Thank you, Mary.
It's hitting us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so in a couple of days, okay, it's going to westerly its way over to you.
I'm sure. Well, you know, we've gotten so lucky so far. Not a drop really of snow in New York up through.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
That's going to end soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in a hurry.
Yeah, if it had
But
only
you're
ended for
outside.
us 2 days earlier.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
If our snowless season had ended 2 days earlier, maybe the fires wouldn't have been so bad.
I know.
No, totally.
Well,
Totally.
Mary, have a great one. I'm going to let you go. So have a
Okay.
great 2022.